Google defines the word rich as having a lot of money or assets, wealthy. But do you agree with this? Is being rich only associated with having a lot of money, or is it linked to something else? I absolutely agree with Ramesh Sethi when he says that everybody needs to define their own rich life. What he means is that you need to see what brings you contentment and what gives you that feeling of accomplishment. This can be linked to money, but not necessarily money alone. Somebody's rich life may be having a happy and healthy family, or someone else might define a rich life as having a very healthy work-life balance, or a mixture of both. So let's explore a 6-step technique to judge if you are rich or not, or on your path to become rich. Please consider liking our video and subscribing to our channel, as your engagement helps YouTube algorithm find us better. Check number 1. When I started my finance career as a chartered accountant 12 years ago, I had only one goal in mind: earn enough money so that I can have the freedom and flexibility to enjoy my life. I have all the time in the world to travel, and I don't have to worry about my finances ever again. But little did I know that as the time gradually passed by, my goals and my expectations changed. And although I was working for one of the best MNCs of this world, as I started climbing that corporate ladder, my goals and my requirements suddenly shifted. And all of a sudden, I wanted a better job role, a better designation, and a better work environment to work in. In short, my relationship with money and my goals changed as soon as I started walking the same path most of us lose track on. So the first step is to check that whether we have defined our relationship with money. Have we defined what is the end game? Where do we put a full stop and not become greedy anymore? Everyone has life goals, so just write them down so that you don't get distracted. For some, it might be a financial number in your bank account, but for others, it might be a fire concept that you want to retire early in life. Maybe you want to build a business of your own and leave a legacy behind. Now, if you have defined your relationship with money already, you have already passed the check number 1. Check number 2. Have you defined your professional and personal goals in a very clear manner? And are those goals in harmony with each other? If yes, then that's great. But if you, like most of the other people in this world, are working day to day and living paycheck to paycheck, then you are far from living a rich life. Since the day 12 years ago when I started my finance career, I had only one goal in mind: to be an entrepreneur and build something of my own and leave a legacy behind. Now, since that day, I have been working towards that goal, but at the same time drawing limits and keeping a very healthy work-life balance. This gives me motivation each day, even if I'm not doing the task that I like, because I know that ultimately it will lead me on the path that I want to achieve in my career. And this gives me a sense of accomplishment every single day and the motivation to get going. There is a concept known as ostrich effect, which is the cognitive bias that causes people to avoid information that they perceive as potentially unpleasant. And this stops us from accepting that we are leading a life without any clear path and without any end goal in mind. Check number 3. Do you or do you not have a support system in your life? This might be a friend, this might be your spouse, this do not have a support system in your life. This might be a friend, this might be your spouse, this might be a supportive business partner. Now, everybody needs a supportive pillar besides them. If you have it, you are already on a path of richness. As the famous quote says, that if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. There will always be times in your life when you need a shoulder to lean on, where you need business advice or simply just need to bounce off a business idea. You need a person to put sense in you when you seem not to care at all. And this also applies to building effective teams so that synergy is formed and every team member can contribute to the team's success. And this success is also a part of richness that we are all working towards. So if you have a support system in your life, you have already passed the check number 3. When striving towards the worldly goals, we often lose track of time. We are so focused that we forget to take care of our health. And little do most of us, including me, our health is the major contributor towards a rich life that we are seeking. So the next check is to see whether we are allocating time to take care of our health or not. If we look at all the successful people in life, most of them wake up early in the morning, even if they are not athletes, and hit the gym first thing in the morning, because they all know that health comes first, and without a healthy body and mind, their money is of no use. Most wealthy people have personal dietitians, doctors, and trainers who take care of their health. And even if we look at ourselves, if we wake up early in the morning and start our day with exercise, we are way more productive than other days when we don't exercise. So this is our check number 4. If we are taking care of our health, we are doing our portion towards a rich life that we are creating. Check number 5, the finance check. There you go, the Google richness test. So if you have not realized, money does play an important role in making that rich life that you are seeking. Money does buy happiness, and money does land you in places where it can help you become more rich. But do you wonder why we have placed this check at check number 5? Because money is a byproduct of all the checks that we have performed earlier. We cannot build wealth without checking the first 4 steps that we have already done. And if those 4 steps are in place, our money check is always strong. If you have an emergency fund in place, and if you have multiple income streams working for you, and if you are working for your retirement fund, then you are already richer, way richer than you think. Lastly, the most important check, your network. Your network will yield benefits for you even after you have stopped working and maybe enjoying your retirement somewhere on the Caribbean beach. The richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. This is the famous line that was said by Robert Kiyosaki, the author of book Rich Dad Poor Dad. Money works wonders if you use it effectively, but your network will help you cross bridges that otherwise would not have been possible. Your university alumni, your friends, your work colleagues, these are all your professional network that will help you build your professional credibility. I am proud to say that I am still in touch with 25 of my 35 schoolmates back from school, and that is practically the first network you build in this world. So as you see, being rich is a package. Not one of the aspects can be ignored if you want to have a sustainable and relaxing rich life. I hope you passed all the checks. If not, then keep hustling and working towards having a richer life. If you liked our video, please consider subscribing to our channel so that we can bring you more productive content like this in future. Till the next video, have a great day everyone.